to another episode of Music Recommendations. I'm Jack from Tilleys Music Guidance, and today we have an exclusive with a brand new artist called the Looniest Toon. So we've got some really great recommendations for this week, loads of different genres also to pick out. So let's get on with the show. So the first track we are going to look at today is a song called Diamonds by the Box of Rebellion. Now, this is an awesome, chilled, alternative indie rock song. It has a sweet, laid-back guitar introduction. When we get to the main chorus of the song, you really get to feel the singer's frustration and heartache when he sings the chorus. And just the lyrics and the vocals just really sum up perfectly with the melody of the song.
But I'm no good next to diamonds. When I'm too close to start to fade. Are you angry with me now? Are you angry cause I'm to blame? Cause I'm far away, further than I ever was, 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 further than I
vocals echo out into obscurity, and the effect of the guitar strumming, along with the gliding that leads us out of the song, it just fades out perfectly. It's a great tune. It is a band called Froth, and the song is called Porcelain. Now, this song is a modern take on experimental alternative rock noise. It definitely has a Sonic Youth feel to the song, and it really does sound like the time of around Daydream Nation. The distortion and the thrashing of the drum really sum up the attitude of the song, and that's why it really reminds me of Sonic Youth. With an awesome instrumental that just completely changes the dynamics of the song. Once again, the song takes us back into the experimental noise frames of the song, accompanied with the distorted guitar sound and the thrashing of the drums. The song is definitely a roller coaster of emotions when you listen to this. The next track I'm going to go through today is a song that I've heard recently, and I absolutely love it. I can't stop playing it, and the song is called Porcelain, and the band is called Men I Trust. Now, this is from their recent album called Uncle Jazz, and it's actually a 24-track album, and it's a really great album. But the song that really stood out to me was this song, Porcelain. Now, it's a Dreampop song with hints of psychedelica and a bit of shoegaze in as well. And with this Dreampop psychedelic vibe, it's really alluring, and it actually pulls off, and they pull it off so well. the song is quite haunting, it's also quite dusky as well, and it's a real perfect song to chill out to. It has a very 90s vibe to the song as well. The song has a real slow beat. As I said, it's one of those songs that you can really chill out to, just really lay back and enjoy. And when you listen to the vocals, it's almost like they're being whispered into your ear. So check it out. Next track is a completely different style of music that I haven't re-featured on this show. This song has a mixture of dub, drum and bass as well. The artists are called AMJ meets RSD. Now, I heard this song a few years ago on BBC Radio 6, and it's been on a lot of my playlists ever since. I just love this track so much. The song delivers a modern reggae tune with a really unique sound. The use of horns and flutes turns this song into an absolute unique sound. Also turns it into such an amazing track. Sound of the bass guitar with the jazzy, jingly guitar riff. Guitar that appears in parts of the song. The song is just an awesome collaboration of reggae, drum and bass, dub. It's really cool. Check it out. The next song is a cold wave classic, and the song is called Watching Trees by the band 11 Pond. Now, this cold wave song is a song about voyeurism. It just has some absolutely delicious synth playing in the background, and I just love the sound and the work of the keyboards in this song. And when you also hear the harmonica being played as well, it also brings memories of Depeche Mode, especially the first couple of albums. You can really hear the influence of that in the song.
I want to be in a tree, watching trees, memories of the trees, watching me.
The song and the lyrics are actually quite haunting and eerie and really weird at the same time. Here's a line from the song. I want to be in a tree, watching you, watching me. Watching trees. Really odd, but when you actually hear that, it actually has that 80s coldness, it has that cold wave, it has that electronic synth sound to it. But it just works so well with the song. A band I absolutely adored and I was lucky enough to see in February, just a month before lockdown, at Wembley Arena, and this band is called The Editors, and a song that I'm going to be recommending today is On This Night and On This Evening. Now, this is an epic track to kick off the album. When this first came out, it was a complete different turn for what the band usually create. Now, the band usually creates alternative, heavy, indie, rock influence, but then they decided to go a little bit darker, which they've always been a bit dark, but they've decided to go down the more synth route, and it just works so perfectly. It's really dark, it's futuristic. A song I think Ian Curtis and Joy Division would be really proud of. Especially when you hear the vocals. I know obviously they used them when they first came about, they were compared to Joy Division, but this really sums up the major influence Joy Division actually had on the band. Halfway through the track, it takes you on a completely different journey. The drumming starts thrashing and becomes heavier, and it's almost ferocious drumming. And when the synthesizer comes out, it just takes that haunting eeriness effect even into a new level. And it just, when you hear it, it's just a futuristic, haunting, immense song. Check it out. We're going to feature a new artist today. The song is called Raison, and the artist is called Looniest Toon. And the song has only been released recently, and I'm really lucky to be one of the first people to actually talk about the song. So as I said, we're going to be talking to Bex from the band just a little bit later, but she's a brand new artist, and the song is just absolutely beautiful. When I got in contact with her, I told her that I just couldn't stop playing it the first time I heard it. I must have played it 5 times in a row, because when you listen to the opening track, it starts to remind you of Tame Impala, but then when that bass kicks in just shortly after the opening of the song, it just takes this track into a new dimension, and it's just mind-blowing. I absolutely love the track, and it's made me just want to play it over and over and over again. It's blissful. As I said, it has a really bouncy bass that really is effective in the song. When you also hear the synth, you start to get a whirly synth sound that goes in and out of focusness, and what's also followed up is just the beautiful, sweet, echoey vocals behind the song that really ties up the song absolutely perfectly. So check it out. I recently caught up with Bex from the Looniest Toon at the start of the week, and this is how it went.
Hello, my name is Bex, and I am a psych pop, dream pop artist called the Looniest Toon.
Hey Bex, thank you so much for appearing on today's show. So let's get down to some of the questions. How would you describe your music to people who've never heard your sound before?
I would describe my music to people who haven't heard it as psychedelic, dreamy synth pop. Mostly just because I use various different kinds of keyboards and arpeggiation effects, and effects, just audio effects when I'm producing and when I'm writing. So I would say that best describes it. I like to have a lot of layers going on and really create an atmosphere for each of my pieces.
Who are you influenced by?
I'm inspired by a lot of either electropop, dreampop bands, or experimental pop bands. First names that come to mind are Wise Blood, Pearl and the Oysters, Jerry Paper, Melody's Echo Chamber, and Beach House. After studying in Paris and London, I also really fell in love with Anemone, Stereolab, Dorian Pimpernel, Le Super Helma, and Junior, and they inspired me to start writing songs in French. And that gave me my ideas for my lyrics of La Raison, which is describing a few different people that I met in my adventures in Paris and France.
What are your plans for the future?
It's hard to say what my plans for the future are now, since everything is so uncertain, but I do plan on continuing to teach, writing music, and collaborating with various artists around the world.
And lastly, do you have any advice for any future musicians starting out in the industry?
My advice for future musicians is to work on exploring and mastering your craft right now with all this time we have. Life can seem much more exciting when we are learning a new skill and increasing our knowledge.
Thank you so much for appearing on the show, and I look forward to interviewing you in the future. Best of luck. See you later. So that's the end of today's show. I thank Bex from the Looniest Toon from appearing on the show, and check out my previous videos. Recently did a top 10 of Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, my favourite band of mine. Remember, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll see you next week. Thanks very much. See you later.